to make a little presentation. Kurt?
More than a minute.
Well, we're timing you, Corral.
We can't thank you enough for all you've done.
I got a lot to say.
We truthfully went out to try and find a red blazer in honor of Tosa East. Couldn't do it, but there's this other golf tournament called the Masters, and you know, the Masters and this are they're comparable.
My wife actually watched some of it on television.
Very good.
Hey.
So,
She'll
all
get
we
this.
would ask that for the future that you wear this jacket, either in presentations or whatever the case may be. We're thinking that it might fit you, so. It'll be close.
No.
It fits really well.
It's amazing what you find. It's amazing what you find at Goodwill. It's just amazing.
You know, I've always had it in my mind that I would get like a plaid jacket for the Eagle.
We'll
Rodney
work on that for the
Dangerfield.
80th. For the 80th, we'll be working.
40 more.
Hey Kurt, we want fried chicken for our dinner next week.
Fried chicken?
Ooh.
Champion chicken?
You and Fuzzy.
We got it. Jerry, we might have to charge a little more for that.
Come from the liberal side of the room.
If Amy Ruff still works at KFC, maybe we can get it from her.
I have a feeling she might have moved on, but I don't know.
All right, Ted, take us away.
Okay, so Paul called and we had lunch and he was discussing with me that he wanted me to say a couple things along with him about the history of the Eagle. Well, I started thinking about the history and thinking about 40 years ago at our age, that's tough. So as I went through, I kind of took the perspective of what Kurt went through with his father when he first came here. That's correct, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
I learned to play golf at Eagle Springs.
All right. So,
Probably.
Still work in progress.
Still have it. Paul Mendel taught you everything you know.
as it starts, they're driving out, and Bob is in the car with you two. All right. And your dad is saying it's a wondrous, fantastic, one-of-a-kind place.
It is.
Yeah.
And as they approached, Kurt's excitement turned to great concern. Where are we? Why are we here? If we get lost, will anyone ever find us? As Kurt walked into the clubhouse, he rubbed his eyes. Is that a real tree? He gathered himself and walked to the dark and damp area known as the bathroom.
That they have not changed.
There he saw giant spiders surrounding the urinals. That is when a young Iggy first learned to pee from far from the urinal. And then as he left to find his dad, he was very careful not to touch anything as he hurried out. They approached the first tee and Kurt looked at his brother Bob as he pointed and said, I don't know, just hit it up the hill somewhere. Kurt swung his trusty iron and they were off. Once over the hill, he got excited thinking that this sort of could be a normal course. As he studied the first very small green, his head shifted to the right, then the left, then up, then down. His dad then said, don't worry, it won't be the last time you four-putt. Then the sun shone brightly and trumpets blared as Kurt set sight on hole number 2 for the first time. And said, Daddy, can we go home now? But our hero pressed on and Bob said, just take a 7. The rest of the round was mentally and physically challenging as he tried to focus and ignore the many flies, mosquitoes, and other scary creatures. Then as young Kurt thought it was finally over, his dad proclaimed, we can play as many rounds as we want for the same price. So we're going to keep playing and playing and playing. From this, the Eagle was born. Looking back, who knew this was the start of great memories in the future Eagle Invitational. Just a few recollections of the tournament over the years. The first thing that stood out to me was female caddies. And the best thing I remember was I didn't have to ask anybody. They chased after us, which was excellent. It doesn't happen anymore.
I didn't notice Diane out there.
No, we tried. We tried. And then The lunches were very memorable, and one lunch in particular was when Doyster was with us. Somebody made brownies with special ingredients. And he ate one brownie and said, "These are really good." And he said, "But I don't feel anything." So he ate a second one, and then I remember circling the first 9, and he was still in the same spot smiling. We finished, and he never stood up. Also from back then, obviously, there were a lot more full heads of hair and much smaller waistlines. Pre-parties at different parents' houses. I think the first pre-party was at Kurt's parents' house. There was ultra-competitive volleyball. The selection of foursomes was more anticipated than the NCAA basketball selection show. The road races, and here's a couple examples I recall, is we were blocked in. I was the third car on the right on the freeway, and Kurt is screaming at me, "Come on, you pussy! Pass him on the right on the car!"
We want to go 500.
Another time I was just about to pass, and Tillison was throwing firecrackers out of Lynch's car to slow us down. And of course, Dorney, I think you missed the turn several times.
Could have happened.
You did, you turned early.
Premature.
There's quarts of Pabst and Bitburger. Wagons of alcohol, chewing cigars, Hawaiian shirts, and other equally hideous attire.
Oh, Carl.
Ramona's,
Kind of hit home, huh?
Lurch, plain pool, frozen pizzas, pickled pig's feet.
Shoe ate the onion. Shoe ate the onion. The whole onion.
Good stuff. Good
And didn't we have playing cards to determine whose pizza was
Up for
whose?
pizza, yeah. You know, find some good box. They're good.
And then one thing I couldn't forget, at one particular Eagle, one individual, Tony, could not contain his excitement and oops, dropped his shorts. Another time on hole 7, for all to see, there were 4 naked golfers. And at this point, what does it really matter?
Don't do it all 7.
There was a time
No,
for
we wore our shirts. I wasn't
there was a time for several years that we sadly departed from here, but due to Kurt's sheer determination, we came back home to make Eagle great again. In ending, because of Kurt, after 40 years, we are left with lifelong memories. So Green Bay has its Lambeau Field, and we have our Eagle. Thank you.
You wrote that all yourself?
I'd like to start out by thanking Sal. He and I, the truth be told, were playing golf last year, and we started to talk about this number 40, and we kind of said, well, Kurt, you've earned it, you deserve what we're going to give you, and we hope you appreciate it. And Kathy, we got something for you as well. So, number 1, I'd just like to thank you or welcome you to the 40th Eagle Awards presentation. Before we begin, let's just take a minute to remember friends and classmates from Tosa East who are just no longer with us. We were talking last night. The only 2 that we could come up with was Aki, Mike Capel, and Tom Otto. But if there's anybody else, let's just kind of be thankful that we're here, and we had good memories of those.
Cindy Summers.
Cindy Summers. So, but you know, a lot of good memories from those people as well. So, Kurt, for any annual event to last 40 years, it takes a lot of determination and patience by the organizer, and some might even say by the Eagle dictator. That has been a name that's been kind of, I've heard. I don't know what that means, but it was discussed.
Paul, just to, there is a committee. Those who are on it know they are on it. And their input is always highly valued.
It sounds like that's a little bit vague.
Highly valued.
Are those like names kept in confidence that we don't know who they
They're
are?
in a sealed mayonnaise jar on my back porch.
Okay, we'll take that under advisement.
Secret.
So, Kurt, you've done a great job. You know every year we're gonna bitch, but we all thank you. You started this event with cardboard score sheets, M&Ms, beer, and female caddies. The one thing that you should have kept was the female caddies. What happened, Kurt? Okay. So, Steve, could you just give me that, bring that up, please? So, since you didn't keep all the good stuff, the female caddies, here's some more cardboard for you, so that in the future, you can, it might not fit up to your code, but at least it's some little bit of cardboard.
Now we have a tally board for next year.
Exactly right.
Because we want to save on expenses.
That's
you know.
exactly right. Because some of us have no perspective on what it costs. You invited us into your home, and again, we thank you. You had to deal with Naked Seventh, getting told to never come back, puking.
Puking?
Sure.
Puking.
Oh,
I have no recollection.
And yes, you had to deal with Kaiser and Boss.
Right there.
We apologize for our less than mature behavior, but again, we thank you.
I don't apologize.
It happened. But
The flu.
Kurt, in truthfulness, all of us have had to suffer for many years too. Remember, Kurt, that every year we have to watch your golf swing. Many of us feel and consider that that's cruel and inhumane punishment, but at the same time, very entertaining. But again, we thank you and Kathy.
Free lessons would be nice. You didn't touch my game with a tentacle. I won you money this year, didn't I?
Yeah, I want $1.
Yeah, I won $1 in the first hole.
There you go.
I got over the hill on the back nine too.
As a small token of our appreciation for your effort and friendship, we got you a few little things that we hope you enjoy. Some of your Monday night golf league guys took some pictures of your clubs and kind of helped me to come up with a little bit of a better understanding of maybe what might be best for you. So you're going to be getting some new clubs. They're all going to be tailor-made. When the time comes, I'd like you to come over to my place and we're going to do some adjustments on them. But Steve, if you could bring up those clubs.
Won't he?